okayfm 101.7.
So Penny Koku Anyidoho. Oh yeah. CEO Emma at a Mills Institute, former Deputy General Secretary. So Penny Koku Anyidoho me moache.
Bejuzo. Sorry ba. Kwame tikezi.
Naba ko dia.
Ana of Kutwa.
House of Kitwa.
My back pass.
A program media so that yes, I am go for you.
I go for you. When we starting now be Genesis now started trust him no kana.
I
it means you need now Holy Spirit not here at all.
Amen. Now ayi Koku yeso kasa judgment that ba yi wo say I weep for Ghana. Na usuma Ghana say ada dia na wahunu wo mu eno a mekowe ye judgment that na eburu 100 page. Enye easy. Ada na wahunu wo mu ye ni nkomo.
Yo kwame da say ni enche etie for your first da market and so am ade ache. Kwame, the entire issue, me say me the Bible and me tweety and say I saw President Mills labor to pay judgment debts that he had inherited. Kwame, for 3.5 years, and as I am the first 2 years of President Mills in reign, judgment debt. Judgment debt. Ye cabinet. Judgment debt no so. Sebi. And you no de buy it. But obeto so. Kwame, you inherit a nation with the assets and liabilities. Entina ye bi no medu bebe ni e kan say sa Ghana adie we yen hwene ya amount for ntia because at the end of the day say opposition now Bompire say and say Oba, that's what you will inherit. Yam Bompire Nenyi ye my yina. Essay yina near bread. Kwame, this judgment that thing. Fishika Bubuja Yeka. And say free a champ on breast where I can say yentia no cranamaza. Say Ebedane, IMF, the World Bank, so you cannot sit down and just say, "I come wa untia." Ubetia, when tia, ubibeba, obeba betia. Yenina yentia, ebesin say a conhusa, na interest no, ekoso, ekosida bay. So that is where we need to take a second look at this whole governance thing. And Kwame, it brings me to the issue of the review of even the Constitution. Constitution, Kwame, 1992 near the by President Rollins Tremu 8 years, and now President Kufuor 8 years, 16 years. It drew President Mills address on Okase Debbie. As a lawyer and looking at this Constitution, Yanya Constitution who be beer or maybe democracy no. So he set up the Constitutional Review Commission, headed by Professor Emeritus Fiajo. Yenya Professor Tukuba now, he was a doctor then, was the secretary to that Constitutional the CRC. For some reason, President Mills had done in some Benkumso before we could finish. In fact, the report was out. But
part of my details, pa, because Matisse it got parliamentary approval. You didn't kind. More time, no. Sign na agreement in city. Matisse baby say agreement na mo ye no. Then time no. Let me cost Ghana be a 580 million a year.
You see, Kwame, and I make us say, first of all, I'm not in parliament. I've never been in parliament there, so I cannot claim to know everything which goes on in parliament. But that is the issue of the democracy that we're talking about. You have the people's representatives and a more parliament. They say committee. At the end of the day, they go and sign some agreement. Obeti say opposition. I can say, Debbie, it's not right. But who said the government of the day? Defending it is right. Baby, deep partisan coloration. Everything the government says is right, opposition says is wrong. Vice versa, Abayi Dania, the same thing. That's the challenge we are having. So for me, if we are going to investigate this thing, let's investigate and get to the real bottom of this matter. Say initial contract, no, and then they do baby, they call arbitration. And now arbitration for no nanka yesi o yen chasi kakitu away. Abayi there also they say baby, I'm not interested in this. I mean, I want the matter to go the full haul. They could do honor. You see, among for court, judgment debt. That is where we are as the country. Judgment debt to Yamfa NDC and to Yamfa NPP into. As far as the court ruled, is the judgment debt against the sovereign Republic of Ghana.
Yes, what the man your semachiache? No cross say, yes, be our judgment debt be a Nipan be Trisha the you money. So that far bank court.
Kwame, I will not sit down here and say me Okano and Yanokre, to be frank. When President Mills was struggling to pay the judgment debt inherited, and the dead at a point in time say some of the judgment debt said the amount for Bubini Guso.
President Mills time no. But there is some of the judgment debt no. Or said that court.
That's what he inherited. From President for exactly. It was as if matter. Some people just decided that look, we won't go to court until then there's judgment debt against the state. And so the state will pay.
Okay, court. As entire appearance.
Even if you enter, after appearance you will enter. But maybe following the processes. A bedroom, baby. Your friend case no 1, 2, 3. Then there's a summary judgment.
Okay.
It's a summary judgment. Kwame, if you look at the pile of judgment debt at the time, you ask yourself, until I weep for the country.
Okayfm.
I weep for the country because
yes,
sir.
By Monday,
Yep.
May the revelation be baba. Okay. Revelation in say, sa company no. You can want some to see crown buy no. The part of why the cofa won buy. Who were the directors? How many Ghana for? Now shareholders for no so no me why no.
Thank you. That is where we need to get to, Kwame.
Exactly.
Let's get to Niem Fan 1990 and Nim say judgment that Naba. And many that's why we are weeping. But Nefare Bayan anything. How did we get to this point? So let's go back to the Genesis. Also the Revelation, Beba. Wonderful. But best start to Genesis.
Genesis,
Revelation.
Yes, send the Revelation.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yes, we have to get to the Genesis before the Revelation. All the Revelation will help us get to the Genesis. So be it. Maybe a reverse osmosis. You know, because Kwame, why should we continue to saddle this little nation, beautiful nation of ours, with this kind of judgment debt? Ye pesika di ayade o. Kwame, ye pesika di atonvasin. Ye pesika di atua single spine. Ye pesika di atua free education cost. Ye pesika edi maternity homes. Ye pesika edi aye roads. Then if people can conspire and lead us down this dark alley. I mean, me and Fanchomo. Me and Fanchomo. Me and Fanchomo. Said the boys don't quit you. Do you know the genesis of some of those things? When they wake up and they hear the politicians are doing this to the nation, I mean, they take their destiny into their own hands. They lose hope with the government, they lose hope with the opposition, and they say, Master, let's take our destiny into our own hands. They best stingy. Because they also not able to understand and comprehend that how did we sit down and get to this point? 275 parliamentarians, you are representing us. Is that what you are doing with the representation, the people's representation? Kwame, let's get to the bottom of this matter, because I said I sat in cabinet and I saw a particular president labor to pay judgment debt, because, Master, if you don't clean it from the from the books, now everything you'll be doing to the economy will just be fake. So between President Mills, Dr. Dufo was then the finance minister, the late Emisata was then the governor of the central bank. Kwame, your cabinet, the Ministry of Finance for IBA, budget, pre-budget hearing, or cabinet, near the data network, and you are seeing how much is going into judgment day payment. And that was the time that we had just started the single spine. That one too was inherited. So you are seeing precious money being thrown down judgment deadline.
Now,
when you could use that same money for other things.
My main kind court no at the end of it no kurano. Orders are omaye.
That's okay.
Or say, on the basis of the submissions, facts and matters in the record before it, the tribunal finds and hereby awards as follows. 1. Declares that the EPA has been validly terminated by the GPGC on account of Government of Ghana's repudiatory conduct. Orders Government of Ghana to pay GPGC the full value of the early termination payment. Full value. Together with mobilization, demobilization, and preservation and maintenance cost in the amount of $134,348,661, together with interest thereon from November 12, 2018 until the date of payment, accruing daily and compounded monthly. Next yentua ding na na chese e bi be ka ho na ye de or say at the rate of libor for 6 months. Libor, sorry.
Yeah.
Libor,
that's
6 months.
London Interbank something borrowing rate.
Yeah.
Libor, yeah.
London Interbank borrowing, okay, rate, okay.
Yeah.
US dollar deposit plus 6% rate. Okay. Okay. Third one. Orders Bank of Ghana to pay 309,687,000.74 in respect of cost of arbitration. Arbitration in Ayataka. Together with $3 million. It's can hear bonus, I know. In respect of GPGC's legal representation. Now, I'm going legal representation. You get 3 million. Come on, lawyer for no. And the fees and expenses of it expects witness, together with interest on the aggregate amount of $3,309,877 at the rate of LIBOR for 3 month US deposit compound quarterly. Nasetie dismisses Government of Ghana counterclaim for an early termination payment in its entirety. All and any other claims of counterclaims or whatsoever nature are hereby dismissed. These were the orders of the tribunal.
Exactly. And he says, government of Ghana, they did not say.
Government of Ghana, BBI government of Ghana.
BBI government of Ghana. Government of Ghana. So that's taxpayers' money. We are in the interbank market, or we are on the, what do you call it, borrowing market, looking for funds to do all kinds of things in this country. We are there, you know, and then you go and incur such a debt. Why? How did it happen? But you see, Kwame, if you sign a bad contract also from the beginning, if there was some deliberate negligence somewhere along the line, if the contract was good, yet some people claim it was bad, and I will we'll get to the bottom of the matter. All I am saying is,
no, contract no. No,
we must go to the initial contract document. That is where this whole thing is coming from. Let's go to the initial contract document. A honor, I didn't know, started free. And I buy from buy and okay, say, sir, initial agreement, you know, and your papa into one to us. So we need to go to that. We need to go to the source document and begin the processes from there. But you see, Kwame, whatever happens, the painful thing is that we will go to the source document. Who will be prosecuted? A bed down MPP, NDC. That's a matter. Yet the judgment debt will be there. It will be hanging on our neck. We have to pay.
And a compound interest. And then of
course, why not? That's how it ought to be. And then poor little country, we are struggling. And I say, Kwame, if you go to the basis of some of the crime going on, and you talk to the boys, they will tell you that they are losing confidence in the democracy. And they are taking their destiny into their own hands. Nobody is supporting crime, no. But the boys are, look, there's no hope for them. They don't know where to go. Because when they wake up in the morning and they hear such stories, the politicians, they're moving on money. They're moving on money.
Hey, mete politician be anim. As much as I just Kwame. The yen was soro no. Yenyan. Sa asiefo ni nim de yenya pa na wo mo nam fom ekontokwa na ko ma twese kai.
Oh, that one day to be true. At the end of the day, parliamentarians sat and signed and agreed on the initial one. They get their V8, they will get their S gracia, they will get what? What deals are they giving us? What deals are we getting from the legislature? What deals are we getting from the executive? Kwame, it's a tall order. It's a tall order. But as for me, anything judgment that when I hear, I'm a bohu because me whom be paying, and I've seen a government struggle to pay judgment dignity. When I hear judgment that I weep, I cringe.
Obia send message be Osman Muni di say wo pray so na munya opportunity bebre sa na mu ania. Ebi mo pray so di ombedi.
Oh, Kwame. Unkunya nkudi. Anaju chefi di wa nkuko.
Me de papa. Because wunya ni obi a onko jaw.
Masa onko jaw zan.
Na chefi di so a wo kwa nsamanfo be hunu na oni abayifo.
O wo kwa be kaw.
Yes.
No, Kwame is sad. It's sad.
Kokuti ebeye meda se pa na masenya mpama ayi program so ekoso ho atamils ayi prof ne ho no
eguso in fact next month ebeye month July normally is our month in the we will put out our lineup of activities
monfa ayi so say nyame boa na sade president Nana Addo Kwaku Addo wo ye bibi kakra e dia ma onu akasa ne nuan ya monfa yi nhihye mo so obi ba na se oba museum ho na e bia ya museum ho na museum ho no monfa in the voices ni bi ehye
I
ugura ho na unse san empire no was bibi against the vampires.
Okay.
yes.
Not ya na fei se wo ba what atmosphere no be serene na ye emedzi me passimdwe pocho
we will do all those things. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
much. Kwame make Sunday has the protocol. He must start to come at my house. Me Thursday. I'm telling you.
Debbie, I don't know. And it's what they will know about prophecy. No, but that. Hi, you call the house? 2-1.
Okay, Kwame.
The producer and the guy say air classic was where they be. A classic could just classic for me.
Sunday, a baby so. I wish all things well, but how's the phobia? Okay then.
Bye. Okay, 101.7. So any Koku Anyidoho see you at Amis Institute, and then former Deputy General Secretary of the NDC.
Okay, FM 101.7.